Hello, guys. Welcome back to another Padres Live podcast here with Max. Rocky series. I'm going to try to be as positive, Max, as I can. But what can I be positive about? We got swept by a team that only won 13 games? No, 15 games, 16 games? Max, what happened here?
Is that what they have now, or what did they have
No,
going in?
they had going in 13. They had a 13-28. 13-28 when they faced the Padres.
Vintage Rockies, huh?
They beat us at Coors. They come here and beats us in Petco Park.
Do you think the Seedler Group's gonna request the Rockies to be realigned into another division?
They might have to. I don't know.
The Astros moved.
Yeah, this is what makes all of us Padre fans. Not just there's all one pod. Every Padre fan there is, a true Padre fan, will be like, "Oh crap, what just happened?" You played great series with the Dodgers, your fourth series win in a row. You come in here feeling good. I was at the game Monday. I was fortunate to see the Rockies and Padres play, and all I have to say was I was speechless. I literally stayed to the last out with Manny Machado, bases loaded. We can talk about that a little later. Double play, and I just sat there while everyone was saying, well, the announcer says, "Thank you for coming. Hope to come tomorrow with a bobblehead." I'm not here for a bobblehead tomorrow. I'm caring for the Padres.
Yeah, to win.
To win. I don't care no freaking...
And you said it earlier in the week. It's like, why the Rockies? Why the Rockies? And you even said it also that the Rockies wasn't a good feeling going in. Just because you know the history of them.
Yeah.
And they just turn it up a notch.
I'll tell you one thing, though. When we beat the Dodgers in the series, I felt better with the Rockies coming to town. We're hot in a way. We won games. We won the series. So I was excited to see the Padres continuing, have them improve higher in the 500s, give them more games above 500 because we have a hard schedule on the road. Atlanta in 4, Cincinnati in 3.
And you know what was also really frustrating is the Dodgers and the Phillies or Braves had the best May. If we would have just took care of business against the Rockies, we would have been in that conversation.
Yeah.
Because I think we only lost to the Reds once and that last 2 weeks, we were doing really good. We lost 1 or 2 games.
No, yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but it just sucks. I just don't want too many more of these because you don't want...
They're gonna bite us in the butt in the future.
Yeah.
It could happen, like last season.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is we have over 100 games left, but at the same time, we have to win games consistently.
Yeah, and let's talk about game 1. Let's go there. We lost 5-4. I just want to get into it. We had a lot of walks. We had total for the Padres 11 walks, Max. That's bases loaded in the 8th, bases loaded in the 9th.
Wasn't it the 7th, 8th?
7th, 8th, and 9th, maybe. Yeah. 7, we only scored 1 run. That was the one I believe wasn't the ball in the dugout, or was that? Am I thinking about yesterday's game? No, that wasn't. Yeah, because when I was there on Monday, it wasn't like that. But we just couldn't. I think I texted you this, 0-11 and running. We couldn't get person in running. We couldn't bring them in from second to home. 11 walks, Max. That's no excuse.
And this...
No excuse. We should have scored more than 4 runs.
Yeah, and this team, going in, had one of the worst... Before their winning streak, they had one of the worst ERA and bullpen ERA in the MLB.
Hudson, 0-6. He gets his first win against us at Petco. He dropped his ERA even lower.
We made him look like a prime Randy Johnson.
Yeah, sure did, because he's... Max, you were facing a guy who's 0-6. How do you feel? We should be almost a home run batting practice for us.
I mean, being 0-6, you don't get that unlucky that many times if you're not pitching well.
Right. And maybe there's no offense to back him up, but the offense came alive with the Rockies, and our offense was not alive. Like again, these are the times where man, it hurts us because we couldn't. We tried to do the comeback, but it was just teasing us. They were
And
just teasing us.
and I'm gonna have to say this, and this series showed what selfish ball does.
Yeah.
Because we could have had extra base runners.
Yep.
We could have extended innings. Like trying to swing. I'm not even talking about the double play, game-ending double play.
Right.
I'm just talking about swinging up 3-1. Like I think Cronenworth did that.
Yeah. Yeah. 3-1 for sure, and then yeah, Luis. I think he did it. Luis. Capistrano.
Line out or ground out.
Yeah.
And Tatis not taking walks. Like
The positive note, though, I'm looking right here, is only 4 Ks that Monday night, which not bad at all. You're going to strike out. You can't, So 4 Ks not too bad. But the hits, only 4 hits? 4 runs? And those hits came out all home runs. We had Bogarts who hit his back-to-back home run. You had Profar that came in the 6th inning. And then the Jackson Merrill to pump up the whole crowd, his teammates. I'm like, dude, we can come back because we were chipping away.
Yeah.
But
both games.
And
this is something I really had my eyes on. You know who I think the player of the series was?
For the Padres?
Just of the series.
Who?
Jake Cave.
All right, explain a little bit more.
You know their right fielder?
Yeah.
So, firstly, he got 4 hits and an RBI over the course of 3 games.
Okay.
And then in the first game where we came back, or you know that we're Luis.
Was it that one with that? I think it was Tatis actually. Wait, no, it wasn't Rice. You're right. It wasn't Rice.
Yep. It was the hit that he stole it.
Yeah.
Like it was literally a web gem play.
Yeah.
And then last night he did it again to Tatis, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching it, so you might be right. I can't really.
But
see that.
he made a similar diving catch or sliding basket catch back to back.
Oh yes, I remember. It was like that. Like I thought that ball was gonna hit the wall. Like somehow that ball flew longer than expected, and I did remember seeing it was those are the plays that make you win games.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. Like you win or lose on those games.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had no outs going into that, and then we got and then I think Profar got on, and then he overran the bag.
Yes, he did. Yep.
And I think we scored one, but
this is last night's game?
I believe so.
Okay, let me keep talking. I'll look at it.
Profar overran the bag, and I think Machado got a run, but we literally left everyone on base.
Team left on base for the Padres yesterday. It was 8 guys on base. They left.
Yeah, and
with only 3 hits and 34 at bats total. Yeah, 11 hits. I'm sorry.
I mean, they're playing like small ball, just making contact, and
that's how you win games.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't trying to overcomplicate it. They were just making contact, and for God forbid their catcher got injured, and like anything that could have gone our way didn't. And that's just another thing I want to bring up about Manny. Just I know there's a lot to unpack, but he just came back from paternity leave, and I know, so there's probably a lot of stress on him there that way. But another thing, when people say that, oh, it looks like he's not interested or he doesn't care, if he didn't care, he would be on the IL.
Oh yeah.
I
think
maybe it would have benefited him to get more rest, but I wouldn't say that I mean, I really liked the moving him up to 4 just so there's less double play balls potentially. Him at cleanup, I think that's better.
So let's talk about Manny Machado since you brought it up. he's been. I get it. 4-hole, you don't really get too many double plays unless the game is moving good and happens. But I'm gonna be honest. Like you talked about, sympathy for Manny, and I get that, but he's not been Manny since we've known him. And April, you give him the benefit of the doubt. He always starts slow. All right, we're in the middle of May now. Like we're over 40 plus games, 50 games now, and this is when Manny starts turning it up, right? I get his first child, congratulations to him, but for baseball wise, people are booing him because we know he can produce more. Like his OPS is under a 700, or if in the 700s, Manny should have been already in the 800s, 890s. He's the guy that hits those balls in the opposite field, hits those nice home runs guaranteed, And it's the fact that I was at the game, I was game Monday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
3 walks, all right, bases loaded. Manny comes in. All right, you have 3 guys on base. How did they get on base? All walks. Manny comes up with 1 out. We just need 1 run to tie it.
And they're a wild. No command.
No command. And they always say, and I believe this is true, first pitch is usually the best pitch you get out of their whole bat, right? But, Manny's a professional. I'm not. So he knows more than I do. But as a fan base, and if I'm there, I'm not going to get the first pitch.
Like,
I'm not.
Yeah, and like just make that pitcher earn that strike.
Yeah. If he throws a strike, all right, cool. He might get his command back.
People would have been a lot better of him striking out there.
Yeah.
Because
you have Profar next. So when I saw his approach, I'm like, dude, the whole crap. We were all standing up. We're like, Manny's going to be the man. This is what you dream for as a kid, right? You dream bases loaded, 1 out. Like you in your head, you're
bottom 9.
Yeah, you're in a little league. You're like, dude, can I please get this? Can I get this? Can this happen to me? Manny had that chance, and he always had that chance. He always comes through and all. But man, only if he can either sacrifice fly. I'll take a sacrifice fly. I could anywhere. But when he just hit that first pitch double play, game over, I'm just like, what just happened? Because it was all that momentum coming in for Manny to happen.
It's just, I don't know if he's just trying to do it like kind of what Tatis's been doing, like taking bad pitches, and not working the count.
Yeah.
But like, they're just not seeing the ball well.
Are you happy with Manny first pitch? I get that ball that came off the bat was over 100 miles an hour, which that's a great one. And Manny did say he liked that pitch. He likes that high upper end. He went a little bit over. Did you like that? Were you okay with that? Let Manny do his thing. Whatever happens, or did you wish he could work the calendar more?
I think it was disappointing because he could have got a better. It was the circumstances.
Did you watch the game?
Did
you see? Was it an actual strike or I didn't? Because again, I was sitting.
Yeah, I would have to rewatch the play, but it looked like a good pitch to hit.
Okay.
But at the same time, knowing what the rest of the last three innings were.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And this closer, had I think the highest ERA of them all.
Yeah.
And this, he just really was just being overly aggressive.
Yeah.
For no reason. You're here to win a game.
No, yeah.
But at the same time, not so long ago, we got hot and Manny got hot because we challenged a play that we took off a run.
Right, I know, yeah.
And Manny bases clearing.
Yeah, double. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not.
That's the Manny we're used to.
Yeah, and I'm not mad. I mean, when it happened, I was mad.
No.
I would just make the first pitch.
And I know there's a lot of emotions right away.
Yeah.
Just because there's, we wouldn't be talking about this if he walked it off.
No, we'll be the other way around. We'll be Manny's back, question mark.
We wouldn't even be thinking about this or his 0 for 28 or whatever.
I'm gonna cleared kind of.
Yeah.
Cleared again.
And it's just going off that high from the Dodgers series to just laying an egg and just deepening our hole in the division now. And like as bad as it is, we're still on top of the wild card, but that's not the point. The point is like we need to be consistent.
Yeah.
And but I saw this thing on Twitter where people were so extreme where they're like, I would rather see Tyler Wade in than Manny in that position. It's like,
No, it just
don't be that casual there. Like, but like most of the people who are upset are just they just saw Manny do that one time.
Well, and that's the thing too. That one time, I feel like it's been happening over and over again. He's just been hitting ground balls. He's just not producing what we've seen him. And I feel like if you have your top hitters, Bogarts by paper, right? Bogarts, Tatis, Manny. Those are your big hitters, right? Look what Bogarts in his record shows. Have you been happy with those three guys?
No, not at all.
No.
But the Manny Machado slumps have been overshadowed. Can't be like Tatis, Bogarts, and Manny have just been just as bad.
No, but all of them. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. All those three guys are not performing that we want them to. They're considered our big hitters. Now people are like Profar, Jake, Merrill are coming up. But imagine those three guys are producing. Dude, we could have been winning games like this.
Yeah, and I don't know if like so part of me likes it, but part of me is a little concerned when she'll like just kind of like I'm not concerned. Like, you know, like I understand why.
Yeah.
Because he like trusts his guys, but like if you're just playing so loose that you're not fundamentally playing well, like doing the basics,
Yeah.
then it's hard to win games. But at the same time, I want to ask you about something else that we've never brought up. Do you think that I know players try to be as well-rounded and as a team player as they can, but do you think Kim's losing confidence by being pushed down to 9?
Yes and no. I've been noticing Kim's approaches in the plate, and he looks lost again. I don't know what's wrong because last season he was really good leadoff. Do you want to put him in leadoff? Well, like we haven't tried it this season. I don't know what he's gonna do, but now you have a lineup that you have a good lead up guy, and if it's not if it was Profar did amazing, so leave him there. We acquired Luis Ariz. He's known for the leadoff. So, but for Kim, some errors in the infield. There's some errors or miss hits, miss strikeouts. Like Kim just looks like he's lost, and that gives you a question
and
where
his
like,
body language is not good.
like it's not good and mucho stress, So, talk about Kim real quick. Like, do you think Padres are gonna skim him to a contract? I don't feel comfortable with the contract. Like, why would we want to? He's a fan favorite, and I like him. Like, I don't want him to go, but like business wise and for the organization, we don't need him anymore.
He's not providing value. The one thing he does that we would really lack is stolen bases. Because no one else other than Tatis really steals bases, or Bogarts. We're like one of the lowest base stealing teams.
Yeah, and we need always, because if we start stealing bases, that cuts off the double play, that can move the runner from second to third, vice versa. But for Kim, I feel like he's just lost. Like he's back to his rookie year. You know
what I want to bring up again, and this really hurt us towards the end of the year when right before we got hot again at the end.
Yeah, September.
Remember we lost a lot of games because of base running errors?
Yes.
And we lost this week probably 4 games because of base running.
Yeah.
Alone.
And I get it. And that's a big factor. A lot of people don't think about base running errors, you more like hitting and defense, right? But that makes a huge factor. If you're not if you're trying to steal bases and you have a bad hop, you get picked off. And then the next thing over, home run, and that's a solo shot instead of a 2-shot home run. So yeah, it does add for a big factor. It doesn't make sense. Vasquez, real quick before we move on to the next game. Vasquez, he did not look that good as he compared to his last game where he looked good. He's 0-2 now with a 6.32 ERA. What do we do with Vasquez? Are we okay with him for the 5 spot? Because we know Joe Musgrove's coming back. What do you want to see from the 5 spot? Do you just want to see give him another outing? He's 0-2 again. What do you think?
Like him and he's like maybe alternate starts with him and Waldron.
Okay.
Just to like kind of battle it out.
Yeah.
But like knowing that they would probably fit better as a relief anyways.
Yeah.
But I just think that we need to really understand that like our pitching, we might have to do bullpen games where we just need 2 or 3 innings.
No, and then Tuesday I was like, okay, we lose game 1, but we have Dylan Cease coming out of the hot streak, and I don't want to say he shit the bed, but like he did not look like
he didn't look himself, but he's still.
I'm not concerned.
No. I'm just saying I would say the offense let us down.
Yeah.
Because if the offense did like 30% of what it did the last 2 weeks, we would have won. And we had some bad place balls hit. Like their third baseman just was good.
Yeah.
They're
McCann?
Yeah.
McCann? Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be an all-star this year.
Oh yeah, he's always been good. Also, talk about base running and all that. Game 1, 3 errors. Game 2, 1 error. That's 4 errors in the series. That's crazy. Errors cost loss. I have to remember the other errors, what caused them, but that doesn't help your pitcher.
Mm-mm.
And Dylan Cease took the loss. I'm not worried about Dylan Cease at all. You have those games. It sucks that it was against the Rockies, but Quantrill coming back, former Padre. Wow, he looked great.
Yeah,
he looked great. I think how many strikeouts he got here because he was looking like lights out for him. And let's see here, 6 innings, 6 hits. Okay, 5 strikeouts, but he was dealing like he looked really good. So, I thought we were like, oh, Quantrill, like we can get him. His fastball's not too strong. But no, I lied. I lied to myself. Here we go again, struggling. We lost 6-3. Now that's just the game that we went under 500 at 22.
I know we're 2 games under 500 now.
We are, yeah.
But I'm still like over the course of a season. I mean, you can't just have this.
No.
But this is one series of many.
Yeah.
And
I get it, but I think, to be honest, we would have looked at it differently if we won a series or sweep and go to the Braves.
Yeah.
Like if we were at 500 or above 500 going to Atlanta, I feel better. I'm not saying we can't compete with Atlanta, but with this performance getting swept by the Rockies, like, do you feel confident with Atlanta now?
No.
Did that change? Did anything change from okay, we won the series? Would that make your change differently, or now you're kind of looking at it like, man?
I just think in their head, like psychologically, just there's something about us fans. They feel as players. Like, yeah. I know they need to get over that and perform.
Yeah,
but you can't say that the Rockies weren't in their head.
No, and Rockies now are a 7-win streak after today's win, sweeping the Padres
and the
Rangers. Sorry, but they won the 7th streak. What I'm trying to get to is, do you think Padres will ever get a 7-win streak this season?
I think we didn't even get one.
I think the highest we got was a 4.
Last year we ended the season on a 5, okay. But you're not gonna win that doing this, like performing like this.
And I was happy with winning series. Like I was like, you know what, a nice win streak would be nice, but even better is a win streak. I mean, a series win, and we were so good at that. I really hope it's just a bump in the road, and we do better at Atlanta because Atlanta is a great team, and I like to see it's a 4 games too. So either A, we win the series, they win it, or we get split.
Now that I think about it, how many lefty hitters does the Rockies have? It
Oh, it doesn't really.
I'm gonna
It doesn't say left. It does. It just says the
I'm
name.
actually gonna go bring up something and then I'll.
But yeah, while Max is looking up lefties, again, I was hearing the boos from the Padres fans. You have to boo. You have to show those emotions. Show them why we're booing. Again, our top hitters, Bogarts, Manny, and Tatis, they're not connecting all together. One game, Tatis does great. Another game, Bogarts figures out his offense. He hits back-to-back home runs from the Dodgers to Game 1 to the Rockies. So, and Manny, I'm concerned with Manny, to be honest. Like, he's not looking defensively. He's looking great, like always. Hitting wise, he's slumping again. It's a factor that should we be concerned with Manny. Is he 100% healthy? Should he be out? Should he take a day off? Which again, travel day tomorrow, so he has a day off. But I'm nervous with this Braves. This 4-game series with the Braves, and then you go to the Reds.
Yeah, and then you have the Yonkers in town.
Yeah, and then Yankees are in town, which is gonna be a great series. I'm excited for the Yankees. But it's not gonna get any easier, like I said. Like,
and then we end the month with the Royals, who are good, like nearly first place.
And it's so funny. I'm still looking at this wild card. Like, I'm just like, we can make the playoffs. We can really make the playoffs. Let's say we lose a division, which is fine, whatever, Dodgers. But you battle with the Phillies or Atlanta to win that division. You got Chicago or Milwaukee, and after that, Arizona, Washington, the Mets. Like, those 3 teams right there. Like, I feel like we're better than that.
Yeah.
So let's win some more games. Let's win some series like we've been doing, and let's connect as a team. Let's offensively. Let's rip some doubles here. Like, I want to see not always solo shots, but let's pass the baton around. Not just one home run, and then we'll be dry for 4 or 5 innings. So let's start picking it up. Let's take early leads because we've been trailing. I think we trailed the whole series of the Rockies, to be honest.
Yeah.
So let's wake up here with the bats.
Yeah, and I was actually kind of surprised. Higgy didn't get the start behind the dish today.
Yeah, because it was from a night to a day game. Yeah, I don't know, because I've been concerning. I'm not too concerned. I don't even think he even did a pitch hitter today either. Let's see here.
I don't think so.
I don't think he even. No, he didn't even go up to no. So oh, yeah.
But
I think he's okay.
But we have a so what's even bigger? We have a chance to show out because I believe that the Saturday game in Atlanta is on Fox and the Sunday game is on ESPN.
Oh, is it the Sunday Sunday night game?
Yeah,
you're right. 4:10. Okay, yeah, so and then the Monday game is 9:20. So
yeah,
it's gonna be good games.
So it's a 4-game series
at Atlanta. We don't have any pitchers announced besides Saturday. Oh my God. Friday we have Waldron and Saturday we have Darvish. I think Sunday is Joe Musgrove coming back.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It's just like not getting a win. Like, we brought it down to 5.5 to LA.
And now we're at 7.5? Here is he. We're 8 games back.
It's gonna be 8.5 if the Dodgers win.
Yep, and they're playing the Giants. So, yeah, it's
just deflating.
I'm just looking right here. The Arizona are right behind our tails at 21 and 23. So we gotta wake up, guys. Padres fans, I understand we were mad too. I'm trying to get the best positivity out here. And the best advice to stay positive, we don't have to worry about tomorrow. It's a travel day, so we can be stress-free for the Padres. Waldron is pitching game 1. Max, anything with Waldron real quick before What do you want to see? Let's just say, what do you want to see against the Braves? Do you want to see early leads, pitching good?
So I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think this will be a good outing for him
Okay.
because we're finally getting away from the division.
Okay.
Like I really think that. I mean, look at yourself. How many division games we had in the last
No, we had a
month?
lot. We had a lot.
Um, so like it's tough playing division games, especially that close together.
Yeah.
Um, and the Brave, I know we haven't seen much of them, and they haven't seen much
So
of
the
us.
first time we met to this season, yeah.
And I don't, you know, like Waldron's probably a good matchup for us, just against their lineup, especially if that knuckleball.
So yeah, and hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't. But we have game. They already have the whole 4 pitchers for Braves.
And you know Kyle's going to be catching tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So I mean, they already have Freed for Friday. Saturday they have Elder, who's maybe we have a good chance. He's almost a 5 ERA. Lopez, who's a 1.34, and Monday they have Sale. Sale's doing really good, 6-1 with a 2.54 ERA. So these are not easy matchups pitching wise. So Padres have to figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Be better.
Erase the Rockies. If they win the series against the Braves, let's just say win the series about the Braves or even split, I'll be happy. 4 games is crazy for a series win. If it's not, again, it's not playoffs, but let's just do better. Let's forget it. Like the guy, from the movie, The Men in Black with a little flash. Like, gee, let's erase that moment. Okay,
yeah, flush it.
Flush it. Because I don't want to come back here, Matt's next podcast.
Yeah, this is
for the Braves saying, "Oh shoot."
This is one of the series where you don't really like watch much film of it. There's not much other than like the coaches and staff kind of seeing. It's just one of those things where it's 3 games of 162, and they have an opportunity to just kind of go away from home and get some clean air.
Yeah.
And then come home against the Yankees.
Yeah, and the record shows they're doing better away, which, hey, it sucks, but win these more games away, come back home, and play the Yankees, because the Yankees are hot right now still.
And hopefully they'll be motivated against, like, Soto and
Grisham.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hey guys, the Rockies, it sucks. It really does suck. I wish we took care of business, at least win the series. If not, we all were thinking, like, let's get the sweep, right? But it didn't happen. Whatever. We still have long ways to go. I just really hope it doesn't bite us in the butt and saying, man, if we only won this game. Like, I don't want to go on the counter and say, what games could we have won? Because this series, we could at least take 2 wins right here.
And then,
above 500.
And that 4-game series we had against Denver earlier.
Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, let's hopefully we have a good weekend going in and have Padre wins, because I don't want to come back here saying, what's next?
Yeah, because right now we're 22, 23?
We're 22 and 24 right now.
Yeah, but this is a big stretch.
It is, because right now we're 2 under 500 now, and you can't get worse. You really can't. Like, we got out of the hole, and someone just kicked us back in the hole.
Yeah.
And now we have to dig ourselves back out, and, it sucks, because you get at 500, and this is what people say, we're a 500 ball club.
Yeah, we need to change that narrative.
We can't go over 500. If we do, it's 1 game, and then we're back to losing 2 games in a row. So we got to change it up, because we have guys in our prime, and we can't keep keeping this team, and now, because the future, it's going to have to waste it. We can't waste it, because in the future, you have to start rebuilding again.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I'm just hoping that they kind of reflect and they're ready to go tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. But yeah, we'll do another podcast about the previews about the Braves real quick, and then hopefully we do good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys.